Okay. Hey YouTube, it's Mia here, and I'm coming to you about month 3, which is weeks 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we kind of talked about week 8 already. I feel like my camera's moving. Okay. We talked about week 8 already, and I just want to tell you guys, if you guys don't know already, but I did have my first ultrasound when I was 8 weeks pregnant, and I actually did get to hear my baby's heartbeat. And some girls say they aren't able to have an ultrasound or get to hear their baby's heartbeat that early. Sorry guys. When I went for my prenatal visit, I thought I was gonna get my first ultrasound then, and my nurse told me no, but she was able to set one up for me. So, and that was when I was around 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So yeah, it was pretty quick. And Keon was kind of happy that I actually got to get that handled. Because I'm the best baby mom ever. So yeah. It's kind of hot in here. Whew. Okay, so week 9, I started getting headaches, and I would get 2 to 3 headaches a week. And I would just, to like get rid of that, I would just either drink water or I would take Tylenol, and I still do that to this day. Week 10, I had got an ultrasound, and it was the first trimester screening, and that screening is to test for Down syndrome of the baby, and you get your fingers pricked. And yeah, and that's supposed to be a 45-minute appointment, but my appointment was 2 hours long because my baby was so darn stubborn. It felt like when I was laying down, he decided to like just stay still and just was like hanging onto the wall. So like she was barely able to like get the back of his head and like check his spinal cord and she checked his nose first because his nose is already out, and we seen it. So yeah, so my baby has a nose, not has a nose, but like has this bone. I've been out of school for a while, so I don't, yeah. But yeah, I was able to eat and drink, and she wanted me to drink lots and lots of water so my bladder could be full, which I did. And laying there for forever, my bladder was like calling to use the bathroom, and she was like, all right, well, go ahead and use the bathroom for a little bit, and let's see if that'll get him to move a little bit more. And it kind of did, but I had to talk to my baby like, come on now, you need to move so mommy and daddy can leave because we've been in this building for a little too long, and I'm getting hungry again. So yeah, so that took a while. But the only thing that she said at that appointment about my baby was that I have a low-lying placenta, and that just means that the baby's placenta is a little lower than what it should be, about like under his stomach or whatever. So yeah, by the time I go back for my October visit and to check if he is a boy or whatever, they'll be able to see if it's still low lying, and if so, then I'll be having to like get more tests done and have more checkups and more ultrasounds just to check on there, because if you do have a low lying placenta for the rest of your time being pregnant, then I will be not considered as high risk, but I will have to go into labor early, and I'll probably have to have a C-section, which is kind of sad and scary. So I'm praying for nothing but the best. And still no bump around that time either. And then I don't really eat calcium. I don't really drink milk, so I don't really get enough calcium in my body, and we don't really eat yogurt a lot here. So I ordered a pound of cheese a couple weeks ago for like when I did the grocery shopping, and I was eating cheese sandwiches with mustard. I kind of want one now. But yeah, it is kind of around the time I eat again. So yeah, week 11 still nothing, no changes or whatever. Week 12 I was getting butt cramps out the hoo-ha, and it felt like a trolley horse hitting your butt, and it's just like it strikes at any moment, anytime. You could be walking and it's just like, ooh, like I just be like, ooh, I got a butt cramp, and like it's terrible, to the point, excuse me, sorry guys, to the point where I would like I texted my friend who was 3 weeks pregnant after me, and I'm so excited. I texted her and I was like, yo, are you getting butt cramps? Because yo, these shits is like ridiculous or whatever. And she, surprisingly, she said yes. So I feel like I'm not the only one. Ain't on my mommy